Hi everybody, thanks for watching another weekly update as I come to you from behind the CRST building here. So a few things I want to talk about this week. Number one, CSA results. We've talked a lot about our unsafe driving performance and the need to really drive that number down. And I'm happy to report that we ended up the month of July, which ended last week in the reporting period, we ended up coming down on points, which is great. So I would hope that our score comes down a little bit. I don't think we got enough off of our record to get us below the threshold, but I do think that our score will come down. The good news is that we're a week into the August period already, and we've only had 42 points come in. So a few failure to obeys, a lane restriction came in, so a little bit of points so far this month, but we have an opportunity to really drop quite a few points. We've got 400 points that can expire this month, and we can really drive that score down. So again, as you're out there, these are conscious decisions. These are speedings, these are not going in scale houses, these are lane restrictions, absolutely controllable. And if you're thinking about it as you're driving down the road, certainly want you to be in a position where you get that $25 for the clean inspection, but also avoid those unsafe points. Second major item I want to talk about today, obviously we went live on our new system on last Saturday. There's been some hiccups, no question about it, but all in all, I'd say, you know, if I was giving us a letter grade on how we've done in the transition, I'd probably give us a B+ in terms of how this transition could have gone. We ran into some hurdles, no question about it. We've got some customer issues we're fighting through. I know that we've had impacts to some of you fine men and women out there in terms of our delayed responses and maybe some comm data cards not working, but I can tell you we've been really working our guts out here in Cedar Rapids to get past those issues. And again, I think within a week or two, we're probably back to business as normal. And hopefully, you know, the purpose of undergoing a system change like this is we should be better than we were before. And I really do feel like we're on a good path there. So I said it before, I'll say it again, I appreciate your patience as we work through these issues and go live on the new system. I think there's gonna be a lot to like as we end up finally going full implementation on this new system. So big hurdle tomorrow, which is our first payroll settlement on the new system. We've tested and tested and tested, and we feel good about that. And by tomorrow, I mean Friday. It's Thursday as I record this video, so just a point of clarification there. Last thing I want to talk about freight. You know, I mentioned that we're doing our best to get new freight and get new customers, and I can tell you that we're winning lanes, we're winning volume. Just got another fairly substantial award this morning with a brand new customer for 30+ loads a week, which is outstanding, and obviously puts more freight in the system. And as long as we can make it through this hurdle with this go live and continue to provide great service and improve our customers' experiences, that just means we're going to continue to net up in volume. And you know, we've made some hiring adjustments. We've brought down the number of hires we have coming in to make sure that we have the drivers and the freight kind of balanced and where we need to be. So the last few weeks we've hired less people, and I know that's always kind of the first thing people say is when freight is soft is, well, why do you keep hiring drivers? And the reality is we've made a decision that temporarily we need to figure that out. We need to get to a point where we have the appropriate amount of freight and drivers, and as that freight increases, we'll ramp that hiring back up. So lots of decisions being made here in terms of making sure we're maximizing your earnings and maximizing your utilization as you're out there on the road away from your family and loved ones. So certainly appreciate what you do. Obviously we're going to continue to work as hard as we can to bring in more freight, and especially as we approach peak season here with pre-holidays like we normally see this time of year. So should be a lot of good things happening here at CRST, and I appreciate you guys working with us and helping us be safe, serve our customers, and be successful. So thank you, and we'll talk to you next week.